around this particular area, the market has bottomed. This Williams percentage error might come around this oversold area, and then we are going to see a really nice reversal to the upside. The ATR is flattened around this particular level. Hey guys, thank you so much for joining in. So looking at the current Bitcoin price action, you can see guys, since couple of months now, the market has clearly been heading to the sideways direction. So now we actually want to figure out if the price is going to break to the upside, or is the possibility for price to break to the downside first and then head to the upside, guys. So today I'm actually going to show you a very interesting indicator along with this price action of Bitcoin. I'm actually using this Williams percentage range and the ATR Normalized. So combining this Williams percentage A and ATR along with the price action of Bitcoin, we can actually identify when the market has bottomed out. And also what we can do is you can use the same tactic to identify when the trend might be reversing, guys. That's why this video is going to be very interesting. Before I dive into the content, I would really appreciate if you could smash the like button and also hit the subscribe button down below if you're watching this video for the first time, guys. So now let's jump into the content. So if you look at the price action of Bitcoin right now, guys, this here is Williams percentage error, guys. Let me double click and show to you. You can see the upper band and the lower band. Normally in your case it might be -20 and -80 here below. So this reading above -5 is overbought area, and reading below -95 is oversold. And also at the input, guys, the length must be 52. So 52 weeks is 1 year. And also below here you will see the ATR Normalized. But before I actually explain about the ATR Normalized, let me give you a short introduction about this Williams percent range. So this Williams percent range is actually a momentum indicator that tells us when a certain currency pair is overbought or oversold, just like with the stochastic or the RSI, guys. And it also measures the strength of the trend. So as I've already said you, I have changed the extreme levels from -5 to -95 to give us a hint when the market is overbought or when the market is oversold. So below here is the ATR Normalized. For this ATR Normalized, you won't find the indicator here in trading view. So what you need to do, you need to copy the code and paste here at the Pine editor, and that's it, guys. And the code for this ATR Normalized will be given down in the description below. So just you need to copy and paste it here in the Pine editor, and that's it, guys. Then you will have this ATR Normalized. I'm using this ATR Normalized to decide if the currency pair or stocks has the right volatility for our strategy. So now if we combine this Williams percentage error and the ATR Normalized, you can actually pinpoint some really nice area when the market is at its peak or bottom. So in this case, if you look at the price action of Bitcoin, for identifying the bottom, actually I've already done video on this, but I will show you very shortly in this video also, guys. So when you see this Williams percentage error and ATR Normalized giving us a similar value, that's the time when we identify this is a bottom. Because in this case, if we look at this area and if you look at the ATR Normalized and the Williams percentage error, when the Williams percentage error is below this -95 level, so in this case you can see here, this here, let me zoom, you can see here, this here and this here, you can see they are now below 95 level. So -95, -95, it's giving us indication, hey, around this area the market is oversold. So now we need a confirmation, and what confirmation do we get? We get that from the ATR Normalized. So if the ATR Normalized is actually showing us a similar value, that's an indication and also a hint that now the trend has bottomed. Wait for a proper candle confirmation and then take a trade to the long side. So in this case, if you look at this here, it actually showed us this side here, it's around this 95-96 level, right? -95, -96 level, indicating this is an oversold area. But if you go below here, the ATR Normalized is not providing us a similar indication. If you look at the right hand side, you will see it's showing us 88.51. So it's not providing exact value, just like what the Williams percentage error is showing us. So if you go here forward, you will see this is also showing us that right now the market is oversold. So it's giving us indication around this -98, -95 values. If you go below here, you will also notice that the ATR Normalized is also providing us -99. So now this is a hit. So in this case, this here, guys, and this here, this actually gave us an indication, hey, around this particular area, the market has bottomed. So in this case, you will notice here, after this massive price correction, it gave us an indication, hey, around this area the market has bottomed. So we need for some confirmation, weak rejection to the downside, this big weak rejection to downside, and also price headed to the upside after that. So this here was a really nice bottom indication, and also this ATR and the Williams percentage actually gave us a really nice confirmation around this particular level. So now if you go backwards, guys, you will see this here is also oversold, but the ATR normalized didn't give us a confirmation. And here in this case, you can also see, guys, this was almost at the oversold area. ATR is not at the same level, so we are not taking the straight. So we'll go backwards here, guys, if we can find similar example. In this case, you can also see when we had this massive fall from 2018, we can also see this ATR normalized and the Williams percentage actually gave us an indication around this particular level. So around this particular level, it gave us an indication, hey, around this area we can actually enter the market. You can see here the Williams percentage here below is now heading towards the 99 areas, 99.90. and if you go above here, guys, you will also notice that this Williams percentage is also above -95. So now this here and this here is actually a confirmation that around that particular level the market has bottom. So you can see here, and similar example you can also notice here, right? This exactly point is at 95.75. so this is what we are actually looking at. So in this way we actually got a confirmation, hey, after this massive price drop, this indicated around this particular level we can actually enter the market. But you can see after that we had a price correction, right? But if you look this in a whole, this indicator must be used for the long term period, guys, right? So this actually indicated us here around this area, if you could have entered the market, you could have been very, very profitable for us. So similar way, guys, you can go and check this out when the market was bottoming or when the indicator actually gave us a proper confirmation. For example, in this way here from 2017 March, right? You can see here, around this area, this here is actually quite below the -95 level. So if you look at this, it's -98 area, right? And if you look at this Williams percentage, it's also giving us a proper confirmation around this particular level. So if you look at here, in this case, and look where we actually are here, after that we can also see we had this pump to the upside after that. So this indicator has been really, really like helpful to pinpoint some bottom areas and also giving us the information when we should actually enter the market. So guys, you can see, right, this 3 example here, after getting proper confirmation around this area, we had a really nice pump to the upside. This was also a really nice pump, and here we got the similar indication. After that we can also see the market has actually shown a really nice move to the upside. But right now the price of Bitcoin is heading sideways. What is happening with the price action of Bitcoin now? So is the price going to head to the upside, continue to the upside, or is it going to head to the downside? So in this case, if you look at the price action of Bitcoin, guys, and also the price structure here, which is actually indicating us, hey, around this area we are actually making lower highs but higher lows. You can see it, right? And it's also forming like a symmetrical triangle. So if you go back here, you can also see this particular movement, like symmetrical triangle, has also been unfolded here. For example, if you look at this, this was also a really nice area where the price actually made lower highs but higher lows. So lower highs, higher lows, lower highs, higher lows. But in this case, is the price going to break to the downside? So if you look at this Williams percentage what it is actually showing us, it actually gave us a confirmation here around this area. This was the overbought area. So now after that the price is going to reverse, and if you can see here, after price reaching the overbought area, it actually headed to the downside. You can see here, right? So again, in this case, when the price was heading to the upside in 2019, when we reached this almost this 14,000 level, you can also see the price here was already at the overbought area. So after that we had this price correction. But if you look at this price movement very closely, guys, you can see this move here showing us, hey, the Williams percentage is actually heading to the downside. 2 come across this oversold level. So the oversold level is going to be around this -95, because when the trend or when this price action of Bitcoin reaches this oversold area, we can see what usually happens with the price action, right? Price headed straight to the upside. So in this case, now this Williams percentage area is actually showing us there is a possibility for price to head to the downside until we actually reach the oversold area of -95 level. So if we go backwards, you can see this has actually shown a really nice move, right? You can see this heading to the downside also indicates that the trend is also heading to the downside. This Williams percentage area is also really helpful, guys, to identify the divergence also. So if you look at this structure here, just like the symmetrical triangle here, you can also see we were actually heading to the downside, right? And if you look at this structure here, this Williams percentage area, this is also indicating, hey, around this area we are also actually indicating this Williams percentage area is heading towards the oversold area. So we had this oversold area here, we came to test the oversold area, and then you can see this pump to the upside, right? So what we actually want is, every time you can see here, guys, when the price is around this oversold area, we always get a really nice reversal, right? This is very important to understand, because right now it's also heading towards the oversold area. So if this is coming around this -95 level, then maybe we can see a bounce to the upside. And also, if you actually look at the ATR normalized, when the trend was heading to the downside, for example, in this case, you can see this Williams percentage area indicated the trend might be heading to the downside towards the oversold area. And if you look at this, the ATR is flattened around this particular level. You can see here, right? If you look at this similar case, let's go back from this example here. You can see when the trend was heading to the downside, indicated, hey, we are also completely flattened around this area. So this downtrend here, this Williams percentage indicating the trend is heading towards the oversold area. This is also indicating trend is heading towards the oversold area, and we have also the ATR normalized is completely flattened around this area. So what this usually leads is, in this case, a price correction. In our case, what Bitcoin could do actually is that it could break the support level, right? This Williams percentage area might come around this oversold area, and then we are going to see a really nice reversal to the upside, because now if you look at this, we still have room to go towards the oversold area. So I'm actually expecting price to come around this 8,600 level. This is where I'm actually keeping my eye around 8,500, 8,600, and then we can actually continue to the upside, because this symmetrical triangle could also lead us to a new run to upside. So guys, this is all what I actually want to share with you in today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If so, smash the like button and also hit the subscribe button if you're watching this video for the first time. So guys, by saying this, I want to sign off. My name is Anu. Bye bye.